Big Beautiful Deals of Traoré. When Donald Trump took office as the self-proclaimed president of the free world, he stood before crowds and cameras boasting, 90 deals in 90 days. The world watched, expecting a whirlwind of trade, progress, and diplomacy. But the deals never came. Only speeches, handshakes, and empty bragging rights. Meanwhile, far from the spotlight, in one of the world's poorest and most overlooked nations, something real was happening. In Burkina Faso, a land ravaged by colonialism and ignored by the global elite, a young soldier named Captain Ibrahim Traoré was quietly rewriting history. No flashy headlines. No IMF strings. No World Bank conditions. Just solid, visionary deals built for the long term, honest agreements meant to lift his people out of decades of debt and into a future they would build for themselves. These were big beautiful deals. Not gimmicks. Not headlines. But the kind of real progress that could bring energy to dark homes, food to hungry villages, roads to forgotten towns, and dignity to generations robbed of it. These deals were made with countries like Russia, China, UAE, Turkey, Egypt, Iran, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Mali, countries willing to work on fair terms, without colonial baggage. The following are 6 landmark deals shaping the new future of Burkina Faso. Deal 1, A Bright Future, the Russia Nuclear Vision. In many villages of Burkina Faso, the night comes early. There are no streetlights, no humming refrigerators, no working fans. Children study under candlelight, or worse, don't study at all. Only 20% of the country had access to electricity. This was not just inconvenient. It was a death sentence for dreams. Traoré decided that enough was enough. In late 2023, he began signing agreements with Russia's Rosatom, one of the world's leading nuclear energy providers. First came memorandums. Then, by June 2025, a full-scale cooperation pact was signed to bring nuclear power to Burkina Faso. Rosatom will help build nuclear plants, train engineers, and set up regulatory bodies. The vision? By 2030, electrify 95% of cities and 50% of rural areas. Nuclear energy will not only light up homes but also revolutionize healthcare, farming, and technology. It's not a dream. It's already happening. The first teams are on the ground. Real stations. Real engineers. Real change. Deal 2, Gold reclaimed, from exported wealth to national revenue. Burkina Faso is rich in gold. But for decades, that gold didn't stay. It went to France, Switzerland, India, UAE, and Turkey. The people saw almost nothing. Traoré changed the rules. He nationalized major mines like Boungou and Wagnian for just $80 million, a fraction of their true value. Since 2022, gold revenues have surged to $18 billion, compared to just $1 billion annually before. He also approved the construction of Burkina Faso's first gold refinery in November 2023, which became operational in 2024. It processes 400 kilograms of gold per day, creating over 100 direct jobs and 5,000 indirect jobs. In February 2024, Traoré halted small-scale export permits to stop illicit trade. The gold now benefits the people, not foreign banks. One worker said, "Now the gold shines here, not just in Swiss vaults." Deal 3, the cement of independence, building our own homes and roads. French companies long controlled infrastructure. They built, maintained, and billed at inflated prices. Meanwhile, Burkinabes walked on dirt roads and lived in crumbling homes. That era is ending. In 2023, deals with Algeria and Iran were signed to construct 3 large cement plants. In March 2025, a Chinese partnership launched a new factory under Sisinab SA, capable of producing 2,000 tons per day. With this cement, Burkina Faso is now building rural roads, schools, homes, and irrigation dams. A truck driver in Kédougou said, "Now we build for ourselves, not for France." Deal 4, the rise of South-South solidarity. In mid-2025, Burkina Faso signed economic agreements with countries like India, Turkey, Bangladesh, Sierra Leone, Cuba, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and even Luxembourg. These deals cover agriculture, technology, healthcare, training, and finance. Notably, a unique trade and mining agreement was signed with the Taliban government in Afghanistan, via Iran, focusing on agriculture, minerals, and vocational training. Friendship with Russia has grown rapidly, with promises of increased trade and mining cooperation. The numbers are still small, but symbolically, they mark a shift away from dependence on the West. Traoré's message is clear: we will not beg. We will trade. Deal 5, Finding the Sea, the lifeline of trade. Being landlocked has long crippled Burkina Faso's economy. All ports were controlled by ECOWAS routes and French-aligned networks. Now, through the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, with Mali and Niger, Burkina Faso secured sea access via Morocco's Atlantic ports. They also withdrew from ECOWAS and created new passports, customs systems, and a plan for the Sahel Railway linking the region to Ivory Coast and Ghana. For the first time in decades, Burkina Faso is planning its own roads to the world. Deal 6, the Solar Renaissance. While nuclear power takes time, the sun shines every day. Under Traoré, solar energy has surged. 3 major solar stations came online or broke ground. Négriongo Solar Plant, 30 megawatts. Though built before Traoré, it was integrated into a national 25-year plan. Kodini Solar Plant, 38 megawatts, commissioned in December 2023, powers 115,000 homes. Pa Solar Plant, 30 megawatts, also launched in 2023, cutting 41,000 tons of carbon emissions annually. A new 25 megawatts plant at Donsan Airport, fully funded by a €45.7 million Chinese loan, is expected by 2026. Sunlight is no longer just heat. It's power. It's progress. The cost of colonial exploitation. Before Traoré, life in Burkina Faso was filled with despair. Decades of French exploitation left deep wounds. $17 billion in gold left yearly, with little trace left behind. No clean water in large parts of the country. No electricity for half the population. Poor education, crumbling infrastructure, and mass youth migration. People lived in darkness. Children grew up without hope. The French military guarded mines, not villages. French companies ran utilities, roads, and services. It was a system designed to extract, not to build. The smile of the old wise man. If you ask an elder Burkinabe today what he thinks of Traoré, he just smiles. That smile says more than words. It says hope has returned. That the youth now dream again. That the land is being reclaimed. From tomato farmers to solar engineers, people are feeling the change. One mother said, "For the first time, I think my children might stay. They have a future here." Traoré doesn't talk like a politician. He talks like a builder. A fighter. A father. "We are small, but we are standing," said one young Burkinabe, holding a tomato can marked, "Made in Faso." Conclusion: the real deal maker. Trump talked of 90 deals. None came. Traoré spoke softly. But he signed 6 historic deals that are changing lives. He is building roads, lighting villages, keeping gold, and planting the seeds of independence. His deals are not handouts. They are partnerships, built to last. The road is long. The past was painful. But with every solar panel, every gold ingot refined at home, and every brick laid with local cement, Burkina Faso takes a step away from exploitation and a step toward dignity. These are not just deals. They are dreams being built. These are the big beautiful deals of Traoré.